Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice. Let me just tell you, I got a drink, and I got a snack box today. I ordered like 3 different Japanese snack boxes. Only one of them came, so I've been sampling snacks. I'm not gonna eat them all. Bullshit, they're all gonna be gone. But there was some Pocky in there. And I just know that it's Pocky, and I have no idea what it's in a pink wrapper. I should have known it was strawberry. I opened it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Pull one out. It's obviously strawberry, right? I feel like I just got slapped in the face with strawberry. Holy shit! That tastes more strawberry than a strawberry does. I don't even know. It's so fucking good. I'm eating it oh my god, you can't eat the whole thing. You can't eat the whole package. You're I gotta I can't. It's too much strawberry, but I love it. Also, that box came with autumn chestnut fucking Kit Kats. And I was like, all right, it came with 2 packages. Thank God. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to eat one of these. And I'm like, okay, so you open them up and they're white and they smell. You're like, my God, they smell fucking amazing, right? They're so good. I can't even tell you. I can't even describe to you the happiness you feel when you're I wouldn't say they're the most magical thing I've ever eaten in my life, but they're fucking magical. And I'm like, God damn. And it makes me want to go because I think, is it my Japan box? I think it is. Has just a Kit Kat box. I'm so gonna motherfucking get that just to get a Kit Kat box. I just want a box of fucking weird ass Kit Kats. You can also buy randomly assorted Kit Kats on Amazon. And yeah, that'd be nice. Bird, get the fuck out of here. You know what? I gave you a sip of my drink, but if you're gonna drink it and splash it all over me, you can't have any anymore, Booze Bird. Get out. Go away. I love you. He's a dick, though. He wants to have some of my drink, so I'm like, fine, you can have a sip. And then he'll drink, and then he gets his face too much in it, and then he flaps all over, and then the next thing you know, there's fucking raspberry beer fucking all over the place like an asshole. Anyway, we were getting into the Adonis's report for August. X-Day Incident Report. Report of X-Day incidents. From August 2nd to the 14th, 15 people were killed by shot to the head. I'm not reading this in any particular voice. We're just going to read it. The murder scene encompassed all of Shinjuku and was initially viewed as indiscriminate. But bullets with the number V and the coin were found at the murder scenes and was determined this was an X-Day incident. Because I'm not really sure if this is police X-Day incident or if this is Adonis. I don't know, but whatever. Eventually, it was learned that all the victims played a certain online game, and they were part of the Shinjuku Guild, and they were all actually residents of Shinjuku. Which would be why they were in the Shinjuku Guild. But speculations abounded that these killings were due to in-game bullying and a suicide tied to online bullying in the past surfaced. This person was not a Shinjuku resident, but everyone playing the game began to panic at the rumors being spread. Indiscriminate murder. Many of you believe this was injustice. If only you knew the truth. They needed to be killed. They committed sins that required judgment. We save future victims by delivering it. Countdown to X-Day 5. Monokuma! The country was in fear of Adonis, yet distrust of the police mounted, mainly due to their ineffectiveness on the X-Day cases. And because of this incident, in September, the government quarantined Shinjuku and repealed the Swords and Firearms Control Act there. That just seems fucking ridiculous. You're quarantined, nobody in or out, nothing. How does food get in? This measure was unthinkable. To arm the public and to tell them to defend themselves is contrary to their ideals. It is not the time to give citizens power. I have an idea of whose work this was, but they turned out not to be a sympathizer. However, the actions were still a success. The quarantine and arming the citizens would just be a futile resistance. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. I'll definitely prove that. Chapter 4. I love you. I do. I love him. December 14th, 7:49 a.m. I made breakfast and lunch, but I couldn't help sighing. I barely got any sleep last night. I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. For now, don't say anything. Your little brother's also pretty hot-blooded. so he might cause unnecessary trouble. If he's going to be interrogated, they'll contact you, the older sister, first. When that happens, tell me immediately. I understand what Sasasuke's saying, but I wonder if I can hide it from Kazuki. Usually I'd wake him up so we could eat breakfast together, but today I wanted him to oversleep, possibly because I was preoccupied with those thoughts while I was cooking. I made too much. By the time I'd realized it, the main dish in the bento, rolled beef and carrots, was piled into an unusually large heap on my finished plate. Well, it is meat, so I guess I can just bring it for Sakuragawa. I would use the remainder to make Kazuki's lunch with. As I was sorting things out in my head, Spacey, I'm hungry. Of course, this would be the one time Kazuki woke up early and roamed around the kitchen. I held out some of the finished rolled beef. It's almost done. Just wait. But he lingered in the kitchen and stood there for some reason. This is awkward. I pretended to focus on cooking, but I was annoyed that Kazuki was still loitering here. Is something the matter? Well, Kazuki sighed with a sullen face. Yesterday, Akito sent me a new tune. Something Akito composed? Yeah, I needed to ask something about it, so I tried calling him, but he's not picking up. He won't answer phone calls or my texts. What the hell's he doing? I wouldn't know. Yeah, I know that, but I'm just feeling restless. Kazuki looked dissatisfied and I nervously bit my lip. No, I can't let him find out right now. Maybe something's going on at home. Why don't you try and be patient and wait a little more? I know you want to talk about the new tune, but Akito has his circumstances, so don't cause him too much trouble. Ah, shut up, stupid Spacey. I know that. Perhaps he'd already thought the same thing. Kazuki pouted a little and left the kitchen. Seeing that made me feel relieved. Sneeze. I wish everything wasn't true. That Akito was a member of Adonis. That he'd already been arrested. Kazuki didn't know anything. I can't imagine how hurt he'd be once he learned the truth. Just thinking about that made me feel down. When lunch break came, I took the bento boxes I made and stood up from my desk. You should have also made one for Eriko. I'll just take a quick walk over to where Sakuragawa is. I didn't really have an appetite, but sitting still was torturous. I wanted to continue the investigation, but taking my mind off of it seemed prudent. Anything was better than staying idle. Okay, we're supposed to go to the roof first for some reason. Hey, Hoshino! What are you doing here? Saki, it's been a while, huh? Yeah, and you don't look too well. Are you sick? No, it's not that. I just don't have an appetite. Do you want this bento that I made? Although it's mine. I'll take it if you're offering. Are you sure? You should at least eat something. It's okay, go ahead. I'd be happy if you enjoyed it. Alright, thanks. Saki, you seem cheery. You seem to be enjoying yourself more recently. Are you hooking up with Sakuragawa? I hope so, because I know you're not in my path. You can tell? Well, I'm about to get a new drinking buddy. Maybe I'm upbeat from that. Oh, really? Is it someone in your department? Something like that. I'll introduce you to sometime. We'll all get together and drink. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I get a new drinking buddy soon. You've replaced me. Well, that's because I'm in love with Sasasuka and I don't hang out with you anymore. And it's a promise. Okay, well, bye. I'm not sure why we had to do that, but it said to do it. Field Ops Support Team. And then we go to Forensics. Interesting. I don't know why. Why did we come here? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, anyway. Oh, Saraishi. What's wrong? There's nothing in particular I'd say was wrong, I don't think. Have you figured out anything new about the incident? Beats me. There probably isn't any information you'd want to know. I see. Only a bit longer until X Day. Say, what are you going to do when it comes? What do you mean? Isn't it our job to make sure it doesn't come? I'm just chit-chatting. So what will you do? I don't want to think about it, but I think we'll have to continue our work. Even if something happens on X Day, what we do isn't going to change. That's upstanding of you. What about you, Suraishi? Me? Yeah. Me? I don't know. I might not even be here. The world would become pretty boring. So you're just going to quit the police? It's just a what-if scenario, right? It's entirely possible. In that case, you all better work hard so that doesn't happen. I'll give you some help. He sounds like none of this concerns him. You're so easy to figure out. Well, I'm going to take my lunch break. Do you mind if I lock this room? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry to have bothered you. Yeah, why did we I don't know why it told me to do. I guess because, like, maybe because there's interesting people to talk to along the way, but I wonder if you go to everything else. Oh, Sakuragawa, do you have a moment? Oh, Hoshino, what's up? I thought you might like it. It's rolled beef, carrots, and kidney beans. Really? Thanks. What about you? Have you eaten yet? I don't really have an appetite. If it's all right, can you show me what you've got on the August incident? August? I don't mind, but why now? I was able to interrogate Manabu Soda thanks to Minagishi. What? Seriously? How the heck did that happen? Well, you see, so that's when I wanted to look into the August incident that he was part of. You see, it's almost like they forgot, like I explained to her the situation. So Kuragawa nodded and then took out the reports for me. You can't leave the area, so read it here. I'll be eating the lunch you gave me. Feel free to ask if you need anything. Yes, thank you. Sakuragawa opened up the cloth around the bento as I opened the file. August, online gamer serial killings. This incident claimed the most victims next to the middle school explosion incident that occurred in June. Moreover, this was the incident that most caught the attention of the public. The shooting started on August 2nd. 3 people were killed in different locations. Then from August 5th to August 7th, 3 more killings happened each day for 3 consecutive days, totaling 9 people killed in that stretch. At each of the crime scenes, coins with Roman numerals, the same coins present in all the X-Day incidents, were left behind. At this stage, all that's known is that the victims all played the same online game, and the player base for the game started to make a big commotion about it. Afterwards, as if to conclude the matter, 3 more people were shot on August 11th. The total body count is 15, but the incident caused much more collateral damage in addition to the deaths. And speaking of the August case, I was actually playing that game too. What? Really? I wasn't super into it. I just played it to kill time now and then. It was really popular for a bit. The player base was huge. So it seems. Back then, the news outlets and social media were all full of stories talking about it. Of course, I was freaked out. The definition of online bullying is pretty ambiguous, and there are plenty of things that just happen when you're not purposely trolling. Sasazuka said the same thing. Even though it's a virtual world, anytime people gather, there'll be problems. Yeah, even if you didn't want to cause trouble, a single slip-up can lead to big headaches for other players. People will develop grudges against you for no reason, but nobody'd ever think that it'd be serious enough to get killed over. Yeah. Sometimes there are glitches that you can't control that cause you to fail a mission. Some hardcore players will flip out at that. Then the people that are flipping out at you and calling you an asshole and blah, 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 they're the ones that are bullying you, technically, you know? But then if they're like, what the hell? And you're like, fuck off, man, then you're bullying that. Like, you know what I mean? It really is ambiguous. It's all way too extreme for casual gamers like me. I didn't need all that stress. But don't you play games because it's fun? Yeah, I enjoy killing time with them. And once it stopped being fun, I just quit. I was pretty laid back about it all. But people who were into it would argue every day. They'd make enemies, and I'm sure once killing started, they all freaked. In the beginning, only the online bullying part of the case was picked up by the media, which just amplified their fears. Adonis said they were starting with Shinjuku, but what if they start to expand their influence into other regions? Some people are probably going to overreact thinking that they could be next. Yeah, also some people committed suicide. Just between you and me, one of the people who committed suicide was a notorious dark player. Dark player? It's a term for players that purposely trick or cause grief to other players. It was unofficial, but he left a suicide note. He said that it was due to the guilt that he felt over what he had done. I see. Okay. See, that's what I thought. they said in the very beginning when we were reading that, like, the player that wasn't in Shinjuku killed themselves because they were bullying people. And then later it seemed like in Enomoto's route, I think when we were reading it was like, wait, it sounds like they killed themselves because they were bullied. But that's not right. Okay. Yes, they were a bully. So they killed themselves because they felt like they were going to get murdered. Anyway, I'm sure if the incident was simply localized within Shinjuku like the other incidents had been, it would have been different. But the August one really made it so that the X-Day incident started hitting close to home for people all across Japan. This is why Shinjuku ended up quarantined and how the swords and firearm control law got repealed. Yep, for the past few years, the government had been debating that law, but public outcry stopped the repeal talk every time. After the August incident, government sentiment was strong enough to force it through. Even though the crime scared a lot more people, I never expected they would take such extreme measures. Yeah, I think they just seized the chance. That might indicate they're starting to see Adonis as a real threat. Even so, I don't think it's right to uphold peace for the country if it's only possible by sacrificing Shinjuku. It's just putting a lid on dirty things. Doesn't clean anything or fix the problem. I was deep in thought as Sakuragawa finished the lunch I made. Thanks for the food! It was good as always! Oh, I'm glad to hear it. You'd be a good wife with those chef skills. Even I'd want you for my wife. Thanks for the compliment. Even if it was a joke, Sakuragawa's words made me feel happier. By the way, Minagishi told me the story on Sasazuka. Huh? He's being asked to return to duty, right? I was asked to help with the convincing since he knows we're drinking buddies. He's not the kind that's influenced by others, so I don't think I can say much to him. I guess so. Seeing your face like that, it seems you're in support of Sasazuka coming back. Not exactly. It's more that I think it gives us a better advantage with him at HQ, especially since X-Day is drawing close. If he's still refusing, I'm sure Sasazuka has his reasons for it. You shouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah, I'll try. I formed a wry smile as I left forensics. Yes, I'm sorry. We'll try and do better from now on. Yes, thank you for your call. After I returned from break, I fielded a call, and Mochita tapped me on the shoulder with a strange look on his face. Hoshino, you need to go to Investigations HQ. Huh? Do I need to deliver documents? No, Commissioner Minagishi is calling for you. He said it's an emergency. Do you have any idea why? No. It's possible they could be related to Akito. I had an idea, but I decided it's better to feign ignorance for now. I'll get going. Oh, if they try and tell you to do the impossible, you let me know. Thank you. I bowed to Mochita and exited the room. Oh, Shino, I was waiting for you. Minagishi, and Morioka, too. I imagine you know what's going on. This is about Akito, right? Yes. The report from Okazaki said that HQ had placed Akito on the wanted list. Oh, that was him. Ahem. Yes. A report from Okazaki said that HQ had placed Akito on the wanted list, or the watch list. Since he's a minor, protocol dictates that we report him not as a criminal, but as a missing person. I see. I wonder if Kazuki's watching the news. Even if Kazuki wasn't watching, he's bound to hear this from a classmate at school. Just thinking about how Kazuki would feel made me want to go home immediately. Hoshino, I've heard that your brother and Akito Sarah are close. From our perspective, we'd like to take him in as a person of interest. What do you think? I understand your concerns. That's fine with me. However, if possible, could you please give me time to explain the situation to my brother? Kazuki, my brother and Akito were really close friends. I'm sure he's going to be shocked to hear the news. I hope that your explanations don't hinder the investigation in any way. Don't do anything just because he's family. I'll be the one to interrogate your brother. I would never! I hope that's true. Morioka, I know you're feeling anxious, but don't antagonize her. Oshino, I'll leave the issue of your brother to you. We want to interrogate him tomorrow. Interrogate! Question. That's what you do first. You question someone. You interrogate a suspect. You question a potential witness and or a friend of a suspect. You don't interrogate people. It's so harsh. Like, obviously, you're not being you're being the whip right now. Jesus. Please, Morioka's the whip. I want him to be the candy, though. Yes, understood. Come on. Between Minagishi and what's his fucking name, and Morioka, Minagishi should be the whip because he goes and he looks all nice and he's like, "You're gonna fucking tell me what I want to know." And then Morioka walks in, but he looks all angry and he's like, "Hey, don't listen to him, man. It's okay." Like, he'd be like, "I'm so confused." I like that better, that's why. I should call Sasuzuka. I took my cell phone out of my pocket to refocus myself after I'd wilted under the intensity of Morioka's stern gaze. Takeru. It's me. Is this about the interrogation? Yes, I heard about it from Minagishi just now. Morioka will do the interrogation. Morioka, and you better tell your brother to stow all of his teenage rebelliousness. I was granted some time to explain the situation to him. They want to interrogate him tomorrow. All right, what time will you leave tonight? I'll talk to my boss so I can leave the station a little earlier. Contact me when you leave the station. We'll meet at your house. You got it? You're coming too? I'm worried about letting you deal with it. What? Do you have an issue with that? No, I just felt relieved. You sound defeated. Just go and cool your head for a bit. I know. You sure? Anyway, I'll take care of things tonight. You won't regret it. Yes, Sasuzuka. Huh? Thank you. I'm glad you're my partner. Idiot. You should already know that. He might have felt bashful there. Yeah, he totally did. He's like, idiot, you should know that. Oh my god, she loves me. He spoke roughly, but the emotion I felt in his voice made me smile. She skips now. He's in love with me. He's gonna take care of me. Jeez. After I hung up, I let out a deep sigh. I had prepared for this since last night, but that stupid cat had gotten depressed. It's your brother, you dumbass! She's too easy on her family. Idiot. Was that a call from Moschino? Something happened. Shut up, idiot. Don't talk to me, idiot. Stop getting in my way, idiot. 3 in a row? I just told you. It's about Aikido, Sarah. Oh, so now they want the little brother? Yeah, it's only natural. I'll take care of things tonight. Takeru, don't tell me that you're actually really into Hoshino. Whoa, watch it! Hey, that is sharp. Don't throw stuff like that at me. Didn't they teach you that in kindergarten? Shut up, idiot. Too bad, idiot. Eat it, idiot. I can't even do it in a straight face. He's so fucking in love with her. He's so agitated. He can't handle Enomoto. What else? They're like, you're actually like, shut up, idiot. Fucking kill you, idiot. You suck, idiot. Idiot. And he's like, you fucking are in love with her. I really wish Yanagi would just like be here and be like, you're totally fucking in love with her. Like, because you know Yanagi would be like, you totally love her. Just to fucking rile him up still. Another triple! I left Mineo whining in the background as I turned my attention back to my PC. But suddenly I hear my cell phone notify me. I breathed in sharply when I saw who the message was from. Aikido? Aikido S Comp. What's this supposed to mean? Some English words were in the message. There was a line that looked like Aikido's name, so it might be some form of ID. What? Another message from Hoshino? None of your business. While I was thinking about how annoying this man was, I placed my cell phone on my desk. I have an idea what it is, but I'll check when the idiot isn't around. Hey, Takeru. What, idiot? Don't add idiot to every sentence. Wait, that's not what I'm trying to say. You're so nosy. Oh, you're so noisy. What do you want? Didn't you say earlier the Minagishi set up things so you couldn't hack? So you're just regular seaweed head now. Why are you still typing on the keyboard? Makes me wonder. Neo. Yeah? Go buy me donuts. I'm not your errand boy. You can use the change to buy yourself some cup ramen, too. What? You can't just get me to run your errands for that cheap. Fine. You get some fried chicken, too. I'm on it. Time for Mineo to go and run some errands for you. Oh, Enomoto. Idiots are always so simple-minded. Now that I had peace and quiet in the office again, I returned my attention to the monitor. Data from Shinjuku police is inconsequential. If I can't use that, I just need to think of another way. The main target is this. I was really worried that, like, when Akito gave him ID, like, I'll put thing on your phone, like, oh my god, he hacked your phone! But Takeru would notice that. He's fucking too smart for that shit. I'm back! Spacey! Hey, little brother. Why are you here? Because at the end of the day, I'm an ex-cop. I have more experience than your sister. Judging by your anxiety, you've obviously already heard about Akito Sarah's issue. The news said that Akito had gone missing. Kazuki, calm down. That's why I had Sasazuka come here. Let's just go inside for now, okay? Fine. I'm sure he's worried sick. Kazuki's eyes darted everywhere. Poor Kazuki! No, Akito! Akito, you can't! So what's this about Akito? Do you know where he is? I can say that I do. I can say that I do, but I can say that I don't. What does that even mean? Akito Sarah is with Adonis. Kazuki's eyes widened at Sasazuka's statement. A suffocating silence ensued. Huh? What are you talking about? When he finally spoke up again, it pained me to see Kazuki's face try to force itself into a smile. Adonis? You mean that Adonis? The X-Day guys? Why? Akito Sarah is a member of Adonis and is currently suspected of being involved in a string of incidents. But Akito is missing, right? Publicly, yes. He'd be reported as a wanted criminal if he wasn't a minor. I don't get you. What are you talking about? Why would Akito be a suspect? You remember talking about his little sister? Little sister? Akito's an only child. He doesn't have a sister. I knew it. I didn't tell you anything. Sasazuka glanced over at me. Oh, you lied! Oh, your boyfriend lied to you! Shut up, it happens in my world, okay? They're dating in my imagination. They're dating in this game, okay? I quietly nodded in return. You don't love your friends that much, okay? You love your friends, but you're not like, I'm gonna go to jail for you! You'd be like, no, bitch. She did it! And run. I'm just kidding. You would never get the chance to go to jail because I would never do anything awful enough. Not on purpose, anyway. I'd hope never. Regardless. Anyway. This is going to take a while. Every time Sasazuka brought up something new about Akito Sarah, Kazuki continued to express his disbelief. Soon he became quiet and looked downward, devoid of any semblance of emotion. Sasazuka continued to lay out the facts, establishing his claims as the hard truth. As for me, all I could do was sit next to Kazuki and pat him on the shoulder from time to time. I found it almost unbearable to sit there and watch as Kazuki was tormented and had his world shattered. Oh, look at poor Kazuki's face! He looks so sad! That's probably like his normal face, but his eyes look so glassy. He's like, with his Bambi eye. But I love Akito. I know, we do too! Sorry, Kazuki. Well, that's it. I understand that you don't want to believe it, but those are the facts. Tomorrow they're going to bring you in as a person of interest. So for that... Stop it! Kazuki? Akito didn't do anything wrong. Even if he did cause one of the incidents, he must have had a reason for it. Like with his little sister, he's kind at heart, so he must not have had a choice. He committed homicide. Not yet. So long as you have a reason, anything goes. Stop talking like an immature brat. Or what? Are you going to go and proclaim his innocence at your interrogation tomorrow? That he must have had a reason for killing? You pull a stunt like that and you might end up charged as an accessory. Then they'll detain you as an accomplice. I didn't do anything like that. What exactly do you think the police are going to do when you start acting suspicious? Listen to me, little brother. You can't run away from reality anymore. You know exactly how much influence the X-Day incidents have over society and the police force right now. Even so, it hasn't been proven that Akito is a murderer yet. That's true for the time being. Make no mistake, he's the prime suspect here. He hasn't killed anyone yet. He was gonna bomb somebody, but he's not gonna do it. Our love will get through to him. You don't get to decide that. I'll still believe in Akito. He could never do something like that. He wouldn't murder people. Kazuki, Spacey, say something. You also think Akito did it? Are you suspecting him too? That's... Answer me! I can't. Kazuki pleaded to me while on the verge of tears. Be wishy-washy. I'm pretty sure we have to be honest with him. Okay, yeah. Be wishy-washy! Okay! My guide had closed, but I'm like, I'm sorry, out of those two, I'm pretty fucking sure this was the obvious answer. I'm sorry. As a police officer, considering Akito's current situation, I can't say that he's definitely innocent. But I don't want to believe it either. But if it's not true, then I want him to turn himself in and explain himself. If he doesn't, at this rate, his position will just continue to look worse and worse. Spacey... She's right. At the very least, Akito is the primary suspect in a homicide. If he's innocent, he'll have to show it. I need your testimony for that to happen. Spouting your disbelief and crying isn't going to save or convince anyone. Sasazuka's words made Kazuki look downward. Either way, the interview is going to happen. The one interrogating you tomorrow is the Division 1 section chief. If you spout any careless lies, he'll see right through them. So just tell him the truth. And don't start getting all hot-headed. You might as well tattoo suspect on your head if you're going to pull a stunt like that. What about the right to remain silent? That's a naive solution a kid would think of. Do you know something that you don't want the police to know? If there's anything that'll be disadvantageous to Akito Sarah, you'd better say it now. Unless you want to be viewed as an accomplice. Of course not! I taunt you a little and you react like this. There's no way in hell you'd stay silent. Ugh! Kazuki, please listen to Sasazuka. The people of Division 1 are very tough. You have to stay calm no matter what. If not, it'll be bad for you and Akito. That's the point Sasazuka's trying to make. So please... Kazuki... Fine. Doing that will be good for Akito, right? So I'll be calm. I'll just do what I can. Kazuki mumbled that while trying to resist making a pained expression. I might as well tell you this. Huh? Sasazuka took out his cell phone and made a quick call. It's me. Come on up. Then hung up and put his cell phone away. Was that Okazaki? Yeah, well, we might as well get it done quickly. I hope Kazuki isn't overwhelmed from so many things happening. After a bit, the intercom rang. I'll get it. We're all sitting there like, you invited him. It's your house. Good evening. Sorry to bother you. Not at all. Come on in. Okazaki was displaying his trademark smile. I beckoned him to come in and join all of us in the living room. See, it is the living room, not her bedroom. It looks like her bedroom. It's like, it's supposed to be both. Like, I don't know. Good evening, Spacey's little brother. I'm Okazaki. Nice to meet you. He's also a cop. Not hiding his wariness as he looks at me, I nod slightly. Okazaki is an SP. He'll be protecting you right now. SP? Like those... Kazuki must have been thinking of the bodyguards from TV shows. The general public viewed the SP as larger-than-life figures. Right now, the chance of you being in danger is low, but there is always a chance. And if I'm protecting you, then your sister can rest assured. I don't need to be protected. This is not a decision you get to make. Let's say Akito is being blackmailed by Adonis to do what they want. They might use you as leverage to get what they want. As long as we're up against Adonis, we need to take every precaution. Precaution. Good lord, Spacey, enunciate words. So shut up and let the adults work. It's the only way to minimize the damage. Whatever. Kazuki bit his lip in response and proceeded to stand up. Kazuki... I'm going to my room. We're done here, right? Just leave me alone. Kazuki! We were just in a good spot with our brother! Damn it! It's okay, Spacey. Leave your little brother to me. Okazaki... I don't mind people like him. He's a good kid. After saying that, Okazaki follows Kazuki and leaves the living room. He's like, I'm gonna sleep in your room with you! And he's like, fuck my life. Little brother! It's Okazaki! Let's talk man-to-man. Come on, answer me. I think that'll have the opposite effect. Just leave it to him. You know how persistent he is. After he said that, Sasazuka also stood up. I'm going back for now. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Oh, I'll walk you downstairs. He's like, I'll be back. You can just sleep here with me in my bed and hold me. I need to be held. I'm upset, Sasazuka. I need to be held. Hold me, Takeru. That would ensure he runs really far away. Anyway, it's pretty cold. Yeah, it was very cold outside. The streetlights that shone on the ground gave off an eerie vibe to me. I couldn't bring myself to say anything and just stared glumly at Sasazuka's back. Unlike you, I get sick really easily. Yeah, you're agreeing to it? Huh? No, nothing. I tossed off an empty answer and Sasazuka turned to face me wearing an odd look. Usually he would just turn his back on me once his business was done, but today he'd stopped right there. Say, is your brain working right? Probably. Probably. You're completely out of it. You're looking really ugly right now. Do you understand that? No. Can't see my own face. CG, hug me. Don't respond to that seriously. You're not only breaking your brother's spirit, but your own too. What's gotten you so worried? All I can tell you is that you're doing everything that's possible right now. Just ignore the stuff that can't be helped. And if you're still worried, then tell me. I'll at least hear you out. He said that with a frown, but those words felt kind to me. But my lips were still sealed for some reason. Problems were so large I didn't even know where to start. I'm sorry. For what? I don't understand you. I'll be alright. You don't look alright. I managed to wring those words out, but he immediately shut me down and cut off my escape route. I hung my head because I was afraid of looking at Sasazuka's eyes. Those eyes would expose all of my weaknesses, and I feared it. Stupid cat. Pooch. You're ignoring me now? You got a lot of guts. My lips quivered. Even if I wanted to answer, if I said anything now, it would be all over. Everything that I was trying to hold in would have just come flooding out in a torrent. And yet, Spacey. He called my name, and the heat that was welling up behind my eyes overflowed. He called our first name. Drops fell into the pavement. Look up at me, stupid. His hands reached out to me, and I jumped back as a reflex. But Sasazuka didn't allow me to. Oh my god, this is so cute. CJ! Oh, can we just enjoy this for a moment? Ow! This is just... Guys. What are you crying for? Because I'm fucking sad, Sasazuka. I'm sorry. I didn't ask for an apology. Don't cry in front of me. I don't know what to do. Kiss him. He held my face between his hands and didn't let me look away. The tears continued to rain down and they didn't stop. I thought you didn't really cry. And I acknowledged you for that, because you had guts. And now you're crying? Did something even worse happen? I don't know, but they just won't stop. I had disappointed him, but that emotion just caused more tears. And yet... I was not expecting that! I mean, I knew at some point we were gonna get a kiss, but I didn't think it was gonna be like right now. I love it! It's not, like, my face is literally like hers, like, are you serious? I just thought he was gonna be nice to us. I didn't think he was gonna actually kiss her. Oh my god. Oh, my heart is all toasty and warm. It aches so much. Anyway. The feeling of lips touching me caused my eyes to open wide in disbelief. Why? My body stiffened up like a rock. Where his lips touched, it started to heat up, and I couldn't feel anything else. And now he's smiling at us! You have me. The sight of Sasazuka filling my eyes made me feel like I'd fallen into some dreamlike haze. You're my partner. That means you're not alone. Why are you worried when I'm with you? Go on. Explain yourself, stupid. Sasuke. His rough fingers wipe the side of my face. His rough fingers. No, he has delicate, soft angel hands because he never works with it just on computers. His rough hands, no. He has delicate, like, fucking, like, he literally does. You know that. You have the softest hands ever! My tears had already stopped. Pull yourself together. And if you still can't, try and throw your burdens on me. Really? Only when you absolutely can't. I don't spoil anyone. I'll remember that. I thought about what a weird chat this is. We just kissed. Or rather, he kissed me, but I didn't want to mention it. The fear that was swelling up inside me had been completely replaced. I found something about that funny. What? Nothing. I realized that I was now smiling naturally. Okay. Sasuke turned away, and I swore that his cheeks had reddened a bit. Maybe I just wanted him to be blushing. No, he's blushing. Whatever. If you're done bawling, I'm going. Oh, yes. Goodbye. I'd be like, if I keep crying, are you going to kiss me again? Because I might cry again, is all I'm saying. Best line ever. Huh? Now he's calling us by our first name. That's so cute. He's like, Cat, Pooch, Spacey. Now you're ignoring me. You're like, oh, he's using our first name. Go back home and get some sleep. You got that, Spacey? Oh, before I could respond, Sasuke turned around and walked off. I called out to him while staring at his back. Good night. Sasuke didn't turn around, but I was fine with that. I felt so worried earlier, but now I feel like everything will be fine as long as Sasuke was here. Before I noticed it, Sasuke had become a very important part of my life. My fingers traced my lips. I didn't want to think too much about it right now, but the fact of the matter was, I didn't mind it. No, we did not. That truth remained. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. No, I quite enjoyed that. Making the grade. I don't know why we got that, but anyway. Oh, no. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh guys. Oh no. We could possibly get another bad ending because trigger mode's coming up soon in this chapter anyway. Probably in the next part. I don't know. We'll get to it now, but Kazuki, are you alright? Probably. Hey, if you worry about him too much, you'll put too much pressure on him. I'm sorry. It's fine. I got Kazuki fully prepared last night. Look at all that preparation. You just dug through my room and then you slept on my bed. I wonder if it's really okay to leave this to Okazaki. It's fucking adorable, though. Okazaki, like, such a pain in the fucking ass. That's the thought going through my mind as Sasuke tapped Kazuki on the shoulder. Just play it normal. Like I said yesterday, just answer what you're asked truthfully. I know. Let's go. We call investigations HQ, and soon Minagishi and Morioka arrive. That's him? That's my younger brother, Kazuki. We'll be under your care today. Kazuki Yoshino, third year in Kotomine Academy. Friend of Akito Sarah, is that correct? Yes. Good. Let's move on to the hearing. Follow me. Stop calling it a hearing and an interrogation. I'm like, look, and he's such a dick. Like, he's to be in the whip. Like, you play the candy when you're talking to someone who's like a friend. And you're like, hey, no, we're just here for a chat. You want to be friendly with them because then they reveal more. God, Morioka, be better at being candy. He's eye candy. Kazuki glanced at me briefly. He took a moment to nod, then followed after Morioka. The hearing will take some time. If it's all right with you, let's go to HQ. Sasuke is here too. I'm sure you'll have much catching up to do. I have nothing. I've already contacted SRCPO. You'll be coming with us. Excuse me, Minagishi. I need to go to security first. I'll wait for Kazuki at the interrogation room later. All right, then. Let's go. I bowed to Okazaki as he waves at us, and then I followed Sasuke and Minagishi. I drank the coffee one of the investigators had made for me, but I felt self-conscious for it. Next to me, Sasazuka poured sugar and milk into his coffee with reckless abandon. I love that reckless. I just see him like gleefully, like, only fill it half full because I need to fill it with all the creamer. You see Sasazuka like, I am the king of Creamer Mountain. Reckless abandon. I don't think he does anything with reckless abandon, is all I'm saying. Oh, that's right. You have a sweet tooth. There aren't many people here. The search for Rika Sugawara and Akita Sera is ongoing, and there's no evidence that they've left Shinjuku. By the way, Sasazuka, have you changed your mind yet? I'm not sure. What do you think? What do you think will change just because I've joined the investigation, Minagishi? The cybercrimes division you have here isn't incompetent. There's a limit to what I can do. The Sasazuka I know correctly understands his own value. At the very least, I believe there will be strides made in the case when you return. Uh-huh. Sasazuka isn't denying that today. Recently, he'd often said he'd been thinking about returning to duty. That must have meant that he was only willing to accept Minagishi's offer if it meant certain conditions. Never mind that for now, Minagishi. I hear you made her interrogate Soda. Yes, I wanted a new perspective. I won't say anything if you did it knowingly. But if Soda... Right when Sasazuka was about to speak... Commissioner Minagishi! It's an X-Day case! Where's the video? I'll bring it up immediately. No! Akito, you better not have fucking done anything! The video was displayed on a large screen near the back of HQ. This could be devastating. If it's an explosion... No! 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 Wait, this doesn't... Is this... I don't know, but this... Is this looks like a banquet hall? I really hope it's a banquet hall and not like some kind of... Like, because he was bombing like some kind of like... official place. You know what I mean? Like something, and this doesn't look like it's... Seriously, if this is like, oh, I'm going to work and I work for the government somehow and you've got a goddamn fucking grand piano and like a banquet... That looks like a bar, actually, doesn't it? Those look like beer spouts. This looks like some kind of a banquet hall. Okay, okay. Today we'll judge a sinner. For those who looked away at cruel bullying. No, for those who accepted bribes and then tried to pretend that it never happened. Adonis shall now judge justice. Oh God. This... No! 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 No, you can't do this to me, because... No. No, that's what Akito was gonna do. I swear. And then it didn't, remember? And if it's... Oh God, no, I can't handle this. I can't handle Akito being bad, guys. I can't. He can't go down like this. No. Isn't that the Metropolitan Office? Oh, is the video streamed online as usual? Yes, nearby investigators are heading there. It's probably no use because it's too late. Oh no. The likelihood of that is pretty high, unfortunately. Reporting in! Oh no! Oh my God, guys. You get a point right now because I'm a cry. Like... I'm not actually gonna cry, but you get the point for the I might cry. No, Akito, you can't. We had faith in you that you would do the right thing. I know we're not done with the game, but I just... Oh, no! Anyway. Reporting in. The observatory of the Metropolitan Office has just been bombed. Unless it was Sugawara or whatever, like the Rika chick. Unless it was her. You know, but then... But Akito, no. I mean, it lined up perfectly in Enomoto's route where he was like, yeah, I know what I'm going to do too. And then, like, they call in, I set up a bomb and you need to defuse it. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, because why would Rika have, like, reconsidered? No, Akito. No. This hurts my soul. We're liaisoning with the fire department. Liaison, but liaising. Minagishi bit his lip with regret and pressed a button to give orders. An incident happened today. Akito might have done it. But, considering the timing, it's possible. You saw the video? I mentioned those who feigned ignorance of bullying. Oh. If it's following the pattern of cases since December, that theory made the most sense. Akito, please don't tell me it's true. I know I can't handle it either, Spacey girl, you and me both. But we weren't given the luxury of being able to stand around being confused. Huh? Emergency! Emergency! Prisoner escape! Prisoner headed to East Exit. Escape prisoner is Manabu Soda, age 20. Please secure him immediately. Soda! Oh, we're gonna have to shoot him. This is the part. I nervously turned around and see Minagishi clenching his teeth while looking in the air. Are you planning for this, Minagishi? For some reason, Sasazuka asked calmly. Sasazuka! If you give an addict like him a cell phone even temporarily, you knew that this was gonna happen. And today is an event day. You made it so that he would do this and add more charges to his rap sheet. It can't be! I won't say I didn't consider it, but this is completely unexpected. With Adonis on the move, the investigators have been caught off guard. This is purely due to our own negligence. I see. Well, what are you gonna do? Is this what you were waiting for? No, but I did consider this was a possibility. Me being here is just a coincidence. Can we make use of that coincidence, then? Minagishi bows deeply after asking that of Sasazuka. Sasazuka, please. Please lend us your assistance. We need your help. If you have conditions, we'll agree to them. That's how desperate we are right now. He's like, all the donuts I can eat! And twice as much money. Sasazuka! The commissioner was bowing to him. Sasazuka knew full well what that meant. I held my breath while watching and saw Sasazuka fold his arms and respond quietly. I will arrest Soda, but I'm going to do it in my own way. And Officer Spacey Hoshino will be assigned as my assistant. And one more thing. Sasazuka glanced at me, then signaled to me before he walked toward Minagishi. He then whispered something to Minagishi's ear. Where did you get that information? You hold me in high regard, so you should already know what the source is. Those are my conditions. If you accept all that, then I don't mind returning to the line of duty. That's it? Not free donuts every day? What did Sasazuka say to him? Minagishi made a bitter expression while glaring at Sasazuka. This concerns me greatly. I wonder what kind of difficult condition it was. After a seemingly interminable silence, Minagishi resigned, eventually sighed, and nodded. Glumly, sorry. Very well, I accept your conditions. I will promise to do everything in my power. However, that's all I can guarantee. Is that acceptable to you? That's enough. Then it's set. Hey, no time to lose. We're going to get busy. Huh? Sasazuka said that and heads to a corner with many PCs. These are the officers working in cybercrimes, his former colleagues. Oshino, as Sasazuka said, I will need you to be his assistant from now on. Does that mean I'm transferring to HQ? Temporarily, yes. I'll tell your manager personally. Sorry for the sudden change of assignment, but please report to Sasazuka. I'll excuse myself now. This is going to be awkward. We're doing our boss, but... Woohoo! I saw Minagishi off as he frantically left HQ. Support? What do I do first? Standing still and confused, I heard a voice call for me from the hallway. It seems like things are busy around here. Okazaki and Kazuki are there. Did the hearing already end? Well, the guy was annoying. But I said I don't know if I did... But I said I don't know if I didn't know. I told him everything I did know. I see. Spacey, for now I'll get Kazuki back home, and then I'll be on watch at your home. Ugh, you're coming again. Kazuki, Okazaki has to do his job. Please don't be rude to him. I know. I'm sorry, Okazaki. I leave Kazuki in your care. Yeah, you got it. I said my goodbyes to both of them, and then took a much-needed breath. This is when you grab your brother and you hug him, and you're like, I love you, man. Be safe. And then you're not like, okay, you're leaving me in your care. No, you tell him that you love him, and you hug him. I don't give a fuck. I have to support him the best I can. You'd be like, we'll talk about it. Be safe. I want you to be able to live your dream, man. And if Akito contacts you, don't go with him because we think he bombed someone. Just don't. Sasuke was facing his PC and seemed to give me orders on a whim. Sometimes he had me prepare materials, other times I relay messages, make snacks and tea, and perform many other assorted duties. It really sounded like, okay, it sounded like Soda escaped. Like, oh, he escaped. He should be in, like, they waited till he literally bolted out the door to, like, announce that? Like, so there must have been some hullabaloo going on and he snuck out and they were like, fuck, and then they didn't realize. It literally made it sound like he was running through the fucking halls and we are gonna have to chase him down, and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, they were over here. Okay, so I guess we are gonna have to, our target thing is him. Our trigger mode is with him, so I just assumed it was now, so it's just gonna be later. But there's also a few choices between that, so I was like, we're gonna have to make a lot of choices really fast. I guess not. Anyway. Is this really what he meant by support? All I was doing was running minor errands, and I didn't have the slightest idea what Sasuke was trying to accomplish. He seemed really busy, and I missed my opportunity to ask him. Alright, prep work is done. What do I need to do? Coffee and donuts. Sure. Seemed like he was taking a break. I brought a bag of donuts I'd bought previously and got coffee from the machine along with some sugar and milk. Ugh, I'm tired. Good work. You said the prep work is done, but what are you trying to do? Preparing to surround Soda. Surround? Yeah, it'll still take some time, so let me test your brain as part of my break. First, what do you think Soda's doing playing with his fucking game? Huh? Probably running, gaming. That's actually the right answer, but it makes a goddamn lot of sense knowing him, like. I'd say he's probably playing games right at this moment. Correct. Well, that was pretty obvious. Anyone would know that if they just thought about it a little. Today is a special day for Soda. There's a special event he just had to play. That's why he escaped. I don't understand. I figured. But because it's such a simple answer, it's great for me. I suppose. I already know Soda's user ID. I don't know how he got a cell phone, but he's probably playing right now. Sasuke said that while showing me the screen on his cell phone. On the user forums the other day, I saw a user named Shogo posted. It was actually Shogo posted, not Shogo. This is disgusting. Sasuke laughs at my tone after hearing me say that. Like I said, he's stupid. I contacted the development company and got his ID. From there, I just figured out his cell number and the model. Then I tracked all that, and I'm this close to locating that idiot. It wouldn't be his cell phone because we'd probably still have that in, like, you know what I mean? We confiscated it, so he managed to get into the evidence room and steal his cell phone back? No. I think what you're meaning to say is, like, the cell phone he's using, I was able to, like, whatever it was logged in on. Okay, that's all you get, Burr. You don't get to drink all my drink because you're going to splash it around. And then we have to catch him soon. Don't worry. I've already surrounded him. But we're not catching him yet. No. Why is that? We have to be thorough, or else he'll just do this over and over again. We can't just simply catch him? Well, what do you think would cause the most damage to Soda? Damage? Think about it. Bearing in mind that he was involved with the August incident. August incident. Soda's obsessed online gamer. So much so they call him an addict. He thinks of himself as God in the game. And the focal point of the August incident is online bullying. Then, to be betrayed in the game. To be betrayed in the game, maybe. And your reasoning for that guess? In the game world, he said he was called a god, and many people seemingly got excited on the forums if he made an appearance. And if that situation were to turn on him, with all the people that were following him to just betray him, I think that would be particularly shocking. Precisely. Someone that's accustomed to being called a god would be getting treated like garbage. Having his entire world destroyed would cause the most possible damage to him. Okay, but how would you be able to do that to Soda? Simply put, by recreating the nightmare. Do you know what the cause of the online bullying that led to the August case was? No. A big bug was discovered in early spring. It affected a lot of players and caused a huge panic in the game. Strong characters suddenly became weaker, guild memberships suddenly got revoked, items disappeared. It was pretty chaotic. Speaking of that, Sakuragawa also said that when the bugs hit, the players all flipped out. Yeah, the commotion then was huge. Whether it was from a bug or deliberate betrayal, everyone naturally started doubting everyone. So, Soda was on the side of betraying people? No, that's not it. Soda is a proper player. He gets carried away, but he's the kind that wants to be the hero. He'd help weaker ones to elevate their status, and he'd take the leadership role in events. That's why they would call him a god. And yet he was bullied? I told you that there was a bug. The bug caused Soda to be suspected of being a dark player. Dark player. Sakuragawa also mentioned that term. And just between you and me, one of the people who committed suicide was a notorious dark player. Dark player? Yeah, it's a term for players that purposely trick or trap other players. In other words, Soda was the hero, but because of the bug, he was called a troll and lost all of his social standing in the game. Well, because people were calling him a god up until then, lots of people must have been jealous of him. Rumors spread and everyone turned on him. When I investigated the August incident, I'd heard various examples of the in-game troubles. As someone that didn't really play online, I had a hard time visualizing the examples. But from a dedicated player, I'm sure that being bashed like that in your entertainment would be enough to carry over into the real world. Speaking of which, the reports mention that the bullying didn't stay confined to the game. Once ill will was bred in the online world, it's only a few clicks before lies and rumors are posted all over social media and the forums. Once something gets posted online, it's there almost indefinitely. One mistake could ruin lives. Even if they changed their name or location, they'd continue to be stigmatized. There are even cases where people's addresses were discovered and they'd been harassed into suicide. Doxing. To Soda, it was a living hell. He wasn't at fault, but someone's malice wrecked his world. But to recreate that, I didn't want to empathize, but still. Cause another bug. Trap Soda. We say trap Soda. You're going to trap Soda? That's right. I've asked the developer to cooperate with our operation by creating a bug in a limited area. After that, I'll take over. I previously made a character who's already a member of Shogo's guild. It was Shogo. Oh, there was a U in there. Shogo's guild, not Shogo's guild. But okay. See? This Takeru is me. Why would you put your real name on there? I look at the screen Sasuzuka showed me, and I see a post from Takeru. I love his name, Takeru. I love saying it. So good. Like other users, they've posted to say they're overjoyed at the revival of Shogo. They're going to cause the bug to occur in limited spot when the users are most active. From there, they'll lead on the guild members. And they'll see their god as a traitor. Yeah, and that'll be the end of him. While his spirit is broken, the team swoops in to arrest him. Then I'll interrogate him. When he's in a weakened state, and he learns the one interrogating him also trapped him, I might be able to get something new out of him. Sasuzuka stated it plainly, but I knew what he was trying to plan. I was reluctant to simply accept it without speaking up. Isn't that a bit too cruel? You already know where he is. Can't you just immediately arrest him? I'm doing this because that would be pointless. Listen, I've told you before. Show no sympathy. Our priority is to solve the incident. To do that, we must gauge the perpetrator's mental state, take advantage of that. That's my way. For people who committed crimes because they were hurt, hurting them more was cruel. But Soda had continued to commit more crimes. He murdered people. He stayed silent while he was in prison. Even if he was arrested again, it would certainly be the same. I understand. August update has been added to materials. We normally, like I said, we're going to read that, but we're over on time, so I kind of want to wrap up this part. And then Sasuzuka was a pragmatist about everything, and this method was very like him. I thought he was going overboard, but as someone who had never done a full investigation, I wasn't qualified to state my opinion. You're so easy to read. It's obvious that you're not satisfied. That's not true. It's fine. I know this is forceful, but I'm doing it because it's necessary. I hope you can understand that if nothing else. Yes. Alright, then eat this. We'll get busy after this. We're gonna get busy. Oh, working. Okay, wow. Our affection is up. I took the donut that he was offering and then replied, I won't say anymore. That's the spirit, Pooch. I am not a dog! There you go again. Ugh. I couldn't help it, so I sighed at myself while I bit into the donut. He loves us so much. Alright. So, before we get into this... Ooh, 7:53 p.m. somewhere in the dark alleys. Okay, hold on. I actually want to see what our... No! I love it so low! It's okay, we've got one more chapter to go, so, But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. And then we're going to... I think what we can do is get our next bad ending, because in the next part we should get our trigger mode, and we'll save. I'm just gonna let it go, we'll fuck it up, and then we'll get a bad ending, and then we'll come back and do it, because, that's what we normally do. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.